Hello everyone, I'm Steven from Vin Music, and today I'll be showing you how to master the fretboard. We'll start by learning the musical alphabet. The musical alphabet is simply A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. These are the notes that mostly you will be hearing them in music, and let's look into it. There are sharps and flats, and you'll notice that from A to B there's a sharp between them. From B to C there is no sharp nor flat. From C to D there is a sharp in between. From D to E there is a sharp. From E to F there is no sharp nor flat. From F to G there's a sharp. From G to A, where we started, there is a sharp. So you'll notice that from from B to C there is no sharps nor flat, and from E to F there is no sharps nor flat. And the musical alphabet does not extend from G to H, I, J. No, it reaches G and then we go back to A. So we can say that from A to B we have A sharp between it, meaning there is as a note in between A and B, and that's simply A sharp B, as I've shown you here. A sharp B. But from B to C we don't have any flat nor sharp. You see, it's just a seminote, and we have reached the C. From B, seminote, and we are in C. That applies to E. When we are in E here, it's just a seminote, and we are on F. When you understand this concept, you'll know where there are sharps and where there are no sharps. And another way of mastering the fretboard is by learning the names of the open strings. The names of the open strings, we will simply start from counting this from down here: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now this first string is called the high E string. High E string. This second one is called the B string. The third one is the G string. The fourth one is the D string. The fifth one is the A string. And the sixth one, this one, is the low E string. I know there you have noticed that this and this are the same strings but different pitch. Like this one is high and this one is low. That's why this is high E and this one is low E. And when you master that this is E and this is E, and this is B, G, D, and A, you are already a half step to mastering the fretboard. And by understanding the names of the strings, you notice that the open strings are the notes, are named after the notes that are here. Let's assume here it's another fret. Now this E string is, yeah, it's already fretted there, but now it's open. We always play it open, so these open strings are named after their initial notes. And once you have understand that, yep, you are already heading somewhere. The next thing that you're going to do is we're going to understand the note next, the next note on each strings. The next note on each strings is simply the note that is following our initial name of the string. For example, in this low E string, we have E. Now we need to understand the following, the next note, these next notes, and it's simple because you're going to say E, open E, F. As we said earlier, there is no sharps or flat between E and F. So E direct to F. After F, we go to F sharp. After F sharp, it's G. After G, G sharp. After G sharp, it's A. After A, it's A sharp. After A sharp, it's B. Then C. We don't have flats nor sharps between B and C. So after C, it's C sharp, D, D sharp, then back to E. As you have seen, when you reach the 12th fret, you have reached the octave of this string. So understanding the next note here, the next note of the open string is very important. For example, if we go to this A string, after A, it's A sharp. After A sharp, it's B, then C. Then after C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F. Here it's just a semitone, and we reach F. F, F sharp, G, G sharp, and back to A. Open A, same as A on fret 12. And when you understand the next note, things get more easy, things get more simpler, and the next thing that you're going to do is we're going to use these fret markers. As you can see, mine has these dots. These dots are very helpful, and you can also see them right here. There's dots right here that always act like a map. They help you identify the frets. So you'll notice that after every 3 frets, after every 3 frets, there is a mark. There's a mark. There's a mark. Except here, because we have 2 marks on fret 12. So understanding this map, these markers will help you locate the notes easily. For example, I always know on fret 3 there's a mark, fret 5 there's a mark, fret 7 there's a mark, fret 9 there's a mark, and fret 12 there's a mark. And for now, I'll just reach here. And when I already understand that where these marks are, I know on fret 3 it's a G, on fret 5 it's an A, on fret 7 is a B. I always know that one. Even when I come to this string, I know on fret 3 is a C, a D on fret 5 of the A string, on fret 7 of the A string is an E, on fret 9 of an A string is an F sharp. I always understand that one because of these markers. They help me know where to locate the notes easily. And another important thing that you need to understand is the major scale. Knowing the major scale is very important. You can check the link up on the screen and to go and see the A major scale. It's simply you're playing the first note of the scale the second of the scale, the third, the fifth, the sixth, the seventh, and the eighth. The first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and the eighth. The eighth is the octave. When you know the major scale, you can simply understand all the notes of the on the fretboard, because when you know that the for example, this A major scale, there is A, there is B, there is C sharp, there is D, there is E, there is F sharp, G sharp, and finally A. When you understand that these notes, you can know where they are every time you are playing the A major scale. For example, if I start my A from here, I just know that B is here. I'll just know that this one is C sharp. The next note is the fourth, which is the D. The fifth is the E. The sixth is the F sharp. The seventh is the G sharp, and finally the octave of the A, which is here. As you can see, I'm just using the A major scale to move along the fretboard. I've come from here and I'm here right now. Let's, for example, play the G. The G, we have the G here. So to play the G major scale is just simple. It's simply the G, the A, the B, the C, the D, the E, F sharp, and G. You can move the scale anywhere. The other thing that can help you understand the fretboard is learning the chords. The chords are simply the triads that are played together. For example, a G is a triad. To play a G, it's always using the ring finger on fret 3 of the low E string, fret 2 of the A string, and the pinky on fret 3 of the high E string. Or you can interchange your fingers like this to play with your index finger on fret 2 of the A string, on fret 3 of the low E string, and with your ring finger on fret 3 of the high E string. That is how you can play the G. And you have seen there are only 3 notes. There's the G, the B, which is the third, and the D, which is the D, open D here, which is open D string, which is the fifth in the major scale. So the rest of these are the repetitions, because we have G, we have B here, and when you fret on the third fret of the high E string, we have a G. So it's just a repetition of the notes of the 3 notes. That is the G, which is the root, the third, which is B, and the fifth, which is D. So that is another thing that can help you understand the fretboard easily. Now that we have seen that this chord, the G, is, we are playing B, G, and D, we can locate those 3 notes anywhere on the fretboard by simply moving, playing it anywhere along the fretboard. For example, a G chord is this one, and it's the same because you're playing the 3 notes only. That is the root, the third, and the fifth. And to play this G, you simply use your index finger to bar on fret 3. Use your middle finger on the 4th fret of the G string, on using your pinky on the 5th fret of the D string, and with your ring finger on fret 5 of the A string, and you strum it together like that. And as you can see that our G is here, so because our G is here, we can form a triad in this shape of D. And because our G is also here, this is our G also, and because our G is also here on the 10th fret of the A string, we can form a G right here. Let me take it slowly. I have started with an open G. I've barred it. I have played a G in the shape of D. I have played a G in the shape of C. And I have played a G in this form of A. So when you understand how to play those chords, to interchange those chords, things get easier. You'll begin to master the fretboard easily along the fretboard, and you can play it anywhere. You can just start playing with simple chords. You can start with the key of G. Then you play all the chords in the key of G. For example, in G we have G, let's say E minor, C, and D. To play a G, I've shown you. Now to play C, C is simply fret 3 using the ring finger of the A string, and then fret 2 of the D string using your middle finger, and fret 1 of the B string using your index finger. So that is your C. E minor is simply these two strings using your index and middle finger on fret 2. You play fret 2 of the A string and fret 2 of the D string, and that is your E minor. Then you play D. You start from this, the 4th string, the fourth string, which is open D, then fret 2 using your index finger on the G string, fret 3 of the B string using your ring finger, and fret 2 using your middle finger on the high E string, and that's your D. So you can move those chords anywhere along the fretboard, because you know that the chords are formed by the triads. So the triad of this chord of the C is simply C, E, and G. C, E, and G, which C is the root, E is the 3rd, and G is the 5th. And the triad for E minor is simply E, which is the root, and the 5th, which is a B, and the 3rd is the open G. Is the open G. That is a minor. It's a minor, and yeah, that's the triad for this minor chord. And finally, in D we have the triad, which is D root, the fifth, which is A, the and the third, our third, which is F sharp. So that's our D, and you can play those chords anywhere. For example, a G, then we go to an E minor, then we go to a C, then to a D, a G, an E minor, a C, and then a D. You can play it anywhere along the fretboard, and this will help you understand the notes, where the chords are formed, the root notes where the chords are formed. For example, I'll always know that this is my G on the third fret. My C is this one on the third fret of the A string. My D, fifth fret of the A string, and my E minor, which is the root, is on the fifth fret of the seventh fret of the A string. And you will find that you are some steps ahead. Another easy way to understand the fretboard is simply moving the chords along the fretboard. For example, if you move this shape up, it will be like this. If you move C from C, you can go to C sharp, then D sharp, E, F. By simply moving this chord shape, you will be able to understand each and every triad. You will know each and every triad, and it will help you master the fretboard easily. For example, we can also move this D. This is an open D. We can move the D chord up the fretboard to play a D sharp, an E, F, an F sharp, a G, going up the fretboard. And we can also play the A sharp, the A, which is, we can simply put it here to be a B flat, then a B, a C, a D, an E. You just move the shapes along the fretboard, and things get easier when you move this chord shape across the fretboard. You moving an E shape, you moving it, you'll be playing a bar chord, and things get even easier and easier. For example, if you move an E where one fret up, it becomes an F. One fret up, it's an F sharp. One fret up, it's a G. One fret up, a G sharp. One fret up, an A, going up the fretboard. And things will really get familiar as you go on. Then another important thing is to learn the octave. Learning the octave is very important. For example, you need to know that an open A is the same as an open A string is the same as the fretted 5 of the low E string. Open A, the same as fret 5 of the low E string. When you understand that, you come to this next A string, fret 5 of the A string is the same as open D string. Fret 5 of the D string is the same as G string. But when you come to this third string, G string, things get different, because you will come to fret 4 to play it open with the B string. This note is B, so the open B, you play the open B. Then you get back to fret 5 when you come to the B string, and you play open. By understanding that, you are a step ahead. And another way of finding octave is simply understanding that this note and this note are the same. That is on fret 3 of the low E string and fret 5 of the D string are the same. The D string and the D string 5th fret and the low E string 3rd fret are the same, and this can apply anywhere. This note and this note also are the same. You can say this note and this note are the same. You can just, it's simple. You can begin by understanding that this note and this note are the same, this note and this, and just understand it that way. You can master it like it's always 1 2 3 frets, 3 strings down, 1 2 3 and 3 frets up the fretboard. 1 2 3 1 2 3 are the same. It's just octave higher. And if you want to find the octave of this note on the adjacent string here, which is B string, it's simply 1 2 3 strings down and 1 2 3 4 4 frets up. 1 2 3 4 frets up. 1 2 3 frets, 3 strings down and 1 2 3 4 frets, 4 frets up the fretboard. So this and this are the same, and things get even easier. Also, if you come to this string and this one, it is okay. The low E string and the adjacent string, which is the D string, it's where you find the octave like that. It also applies to these two strings, the A and the G string. And when you come to this, the G string, the D string and the B string, it's when I've shown you that you move 1 2 3 strings down and 4 frets up, and you find the octave. And the same applies to this, the G string under the high E string. You just move 1 2 3 strings down the fret, and 4 frets up the fretboard to find the octave. So it's simple. Let me begin from here. This and this are the same. This and this are the same. This and this are the same, and this and this are the same. After you understand that, you can also cram that the open strings are the same as when fretted on the 12th fret. They are the same. That's another shortcut to octaves. And by now things are very, very easy. And you can also use guitar diagrams to master the fretboard. You can use the diagram to locate the notes, memorize those notes, and things will be more easy. And lastly, if you want to master the fretboard easily, you just grab your guitar and you play. And thank you so much for watching up to this point. I am really grateful, and I hope I'll see you in the next video. Please share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you very much. Goodbye.